One of my favorite recipes for the Super Bowl is guacamole and chips. And today we're going to do a couple variations of guacamole dips. But one of the biggest variations we're going to do is we're going to smoke the avocados that we're going to put into the dip. And so we'll start with that, and then we'll start building the guacamole from that. But all we want to do is take our avocados, and we want to cut them in half, and then pull the seed out of them. And these will go straight into the smoker just as halves. And we're going to cold smoke these so that we get a nice smoke flavor in them, but we won't cook the avocados, obviously. And it'll take 30 minutes. We're going to do these in the PG500, and as we smoke them, we'll be then preparing the other portions of the items for the guacamole. I've taken the avocados now out of the smoker, and so as you can see, they've got a nice smoke on them, and they'll be a great flavor to make our base with. But before we start making the base, we want to go ahead and grill some bacon that we want to put in one of the dips, and the other dip we're going to do some roasted tomatoes. Because of the features of the PG500, we'll be able to grill the bacon on the indirect side, and we'll be able to roast the tomatoes at the same side in the warming drawer. And so to get the tomatoes ready, we're going to toss those with just a little bit of olive oil. Put a little bit of garlic powder on them. You can do all this kind of to your taste, and a little black pepper. And we're just going to toss those in that. And then those will go in the warming drawer of the PG500 just like that. We have the bacon laid out on a seafood grill, and then we're just going to give it a nice little coating of brown sugar. This will caramelize and kind of make a candied bacon as it cooks, and give you a great flavor for in your dip. We're going to put the bacon on the offset side of the PG500. We're going to run the temperature up to 325 degrees, so we really are grilling it. The warming drawer is about half of the temperature of the grilling section, so it's going to be down about 165 degrees. So it'll take about 20 minutes to get a nice roasting on our tomatoes, and then to grill our bacon. So we'll go put those on the PG500. We're now going to make up our guacamole base, which is going to consist of 8 avocados, 8 teaspoons of lime juice, a teaspoon of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of salt, and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. First thing we have to do is we have to take our avocados and de-skin those and get those into a bowl so that we can mash those up, get them ready to have the other items mixed into them. The easiest way to do that I find is just to take and kind of cut them up a little bit and then just peel them right off the skin. Have our avocados all de-peeled now. Going to put our lime juice in with them, our teaspoon of ground cumin, black pepper, and our salt. And then we're just going to take a potato masher and start mixing that all together and mashing up the avocados. We have our guacamole base all made now. This is actually good just by itself. We're going to split it in half, and we're going to do 2 different dips out of it. The first one of those will just be to add our bacon that we've done, our candied bacon, to it, and a little bit of hot sauce. And then the other one, we're going to mix our roasted tomatoes and some peppers, onions, and some garlic into it. And so we're just waiting now on our bacon to finish up and our tomatoes, and then we'll be ready to finish our dip. All right, we have our candied bacon now that we've pulled out of the smoker, and our tomatoes. So those are all ready to go. We're going to take and let the bacon cool down a bit. We're just going to pull it off the rack here, and you can see the brown sugar on it's really caramelized. And we're going to let it cool, and then we'll chop it into pieces and use it for one of the guacamoles. But we'll go ahead and work on our tomato one first. Okay, so we're ready to make our guacamole dip with our roasted tomatoes. We're going to take our tomatoes and pour those into our guacamole. We're going to add in a 12-ounce bottle of roasted peppers, quarter cup of fresh diced onions, quarter cup of fresh diced jalapeno pepper, and 4 cloves of freshly minced garlic. And then we're just going to fold that all together. You don't want to mix it real hard or you'll start to really break up your vegetables. So you just want to do a nice little fold in of everything, and really makes a really pretty dip, and it's ready to go. All right, we've got our bacon all chopped up now, and we're just going to take the other half of the guacamole base we made. We're going to fold our bacon into that. We're also going to add and this is kind of to taste, but a couple of dashes of Louisiana hot sauce. Once again, that's kind of your taste, however much of that you like. And then we're just going to mix those all up nicely. It really gives a nice crunch to your guacamole. It gives a little texture to it. Now have our 2 guacamole dips done, one with our roasted tomatoes and one with our smoked bacon. Those are great things to serve as appetizers and just chips and dip. So I hope that you enjoy those as you watch the big game. If you'd like more information about Cookshack, feel free to give us a call at 1-800-423-0698 or visit us on the web at cookshack.com.